guys, so today we'll be talking about public transport. Probably most of you have caught a bus before in your life. So generally you'll know what I'm speaking about. I catch a bus pretty much every day to get to school, to get to work. I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking from experience here. So we're gonna break down the situation. So if you actually need to be somewhere on time, probably a bus isn't the option for you. But most people catch the bus anyway, so I'm just gonna start. So don't expect the bus to be there on time, you know. You're gonna be sitting there for another 10, 20 minutes waiting for the bus because they're never on time. If the bus is gonna be there at 8 o'clock, get at the bus stop at 8:10 because you're probably gonna be waiting for another 10 minutes anyway. So finally the bus is coming your way. So you do that weird hand thing to stop the bus driver. Hey, stop! Stop! And sometimes they don't even stop. No! I'm kidding, but most of the time they usually do. And then you get on the bus and you ask for a ticket. Hi, can I please have a student ticket to school? And they'll be like, where's a student ID card? I'm in my school uniform. Obviously I'm gonna go to school, so obviously I'm a student. So you get your student ID card out of your wallet. So another 10 minutes pass for me trying to get my card out of my wallet, and finally get it out and they're like, oh, okay. When you're on a bus, tip number 1, try and sit in the middle. Not at the back where the cool kids are, because we're not cool enough. Not at the front where with the old people. You want to sit like kind of right in the middle of the bus. So hopefully the bus isn't packed with people and hopefully you have a nice ride, but that usually isn't the case. So we'll just skip on to the next thing I'm going to rant about. Okay, so you're sitting down perfectly. The bus is completely empty sometimes, and a person hops on and they sit right next to you. Why? Why would you sit next to me? I don't know. There's so many seats you could pick out of the whole bus, and you pick the one right next to me. This is even worse when the person like takes up the whole seat and you're like, okay. I freak out when I see strangers. I'm like, oh, stranger danger, stranger danger. So I actually feel like I'm like get kidnapped. But I'm on a bus, so it's okay. So surely it's safe. But I freak out. I'm like, most of the time they're like business workers or something, and they haven't even like had a shower in like a month. I don't know how people can smell that bad and go throughout the whole day. Like surely one of their friends is kind enough to tell them like, hey, mister, you stink. Get out. How could people not tell them that they smell that bad? Like, I'm choking. I'm like, So tip number 2, carry a deodorant can and pretend to sneeze on them with the deodorant can. That sounds really weird. So pretend to sneeze but actually spray the deodorant can at them. Smells good. So that fixes that problem. Next. Usually the people at the back, the cool kids, obviously they're so cool, they're sitting at the back. Like, I get motion sickness, so I'll probably vomit if I sat at the back. They're so cool. Duh, obviously cool kids sit at the back. If you're not cool, you're not sitting at the back. And they're usually the ones with the extremely loud music. Can you hear me? Obviously they can't because their music's really, really loud. Yeah, like, I don't know how you could have your music that loud. This might sound hypocritical, like, I like my music loud, but not extremely deafening. They just want to have a party in their head or something. It's even worse when people think they can play their music out loud on the bus. You can't play your music out loud. That's illegal. You can't play your music out. Well, it's not illegal, but if it was illegal, I'd probably make a lot of citizens arrests. So tip number 3, I bring a spare set of earphones, probably from the reject shop or something, and I'll just chuck them to them like, take them, because you need them. So that's pretty much how a bus works. And I hope my 3 life tips help you with your bus trips. Haha, that kind of rhyme, not really. And I have to actually do something with my life right now, so bye! I don't know. Stop hair. Stop being so annoying.